Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to do the post-match reaction of Manchester United's game today at Villa Park. A disappointing 3-1 defeat, and no complaints really. We didn't really play well, especially first half, and Villa were fully deserved the 3 points today. What went wrong? I think first of all we started really bad. We give away two really bad goals. And then we just never recovered really. And I think coming into this game today, I think they obviously have a new manager, and the home support would have been up for this game. And I think one thing we had to do today was we had to quieten the crowd down. We had to make sure that we had nothing to shout about, from the start. And then when we just give them the ball away too easily, give them two really bad goals, it got the crowd up, even more. It was up before the game, and then the goals obviously get the crowd up even more, and then it was just too hard really to get back into the game after that. We got the goal just before half time, and I was thinking 2-1, we haven't played well. If we can start well the second half, then we maybe got a chance of getting something out of the game. But then we conceded another sloppy goal. And it was just from there. It was just I couldn't see us getting anything out of the game. We didn't deserve anything to fair today anyway. I think we were missing some big players today. I don't want to make excuses. Of course not. But when you are missing people like Fernandez and Anthony, Martial was on the bench today. But I think for me, when he's fit, he'll be in the starting 11 all the time. And I think it just shows that we have a decent starting 11, maybe one or two subs as well that can come on. But then when you are missing two or three players, we're not the same team, and we do struggle. And I think that's what can be our problem this season, is when we when we're missing a few players. I think we're going to find it hard to find the replacements to replace them. Van der Beek came in today and didn't really do anything. He's been given a chance now on the team in the last couple of games, and he's not shown anything. And I don't know if time's running out for Van der Beek now. Manchester United, I actually love Van der Beek, but for me, when he's been given a chance, he might not be given many chances, but now 2 games in a row now, and he's done nothing. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I thought this season he would have actually come on. I know he's had injuries and stuff, but I thought this manager would have got the best out of him. But even him, someone who knows him best, can't get the best out of him. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Van der Beek, next season. I think also Anthony and Sancho on the right side today, I think we're missing those. Rashford had to play over there today, but for me, I was never liked Rashford on the right hand side. For me, didn't suit that way. I think for me on the left, that's where Rashford should play. I'm happy Garner actually played today, so that means of course someone had to play over there, because of course if no Sancho or Anthony, someone's got to play there. You can't blame the manager really for that, because there was no one else. It was maybe Elanga could have played there, but for me, Rashford's got to be in the team, and I would have gone actually on the team as well. So I can't blame the manager. It's one of those things. As I said, when we are missing one or two players in the team, we do find it hard. Especially there's certain players you can kind of replace. There's a few positions where if someone's missing, you've got someone who can replace them, but I feel like when we're missing Fernandez, Anthony, and then even Martial, I know he came off the bench today, which is good to see him back. Hopefully he can stay fit now, because for me he's a number 9, ahead of Ronaldo. Ronaldo, don't get me wrong, I love Ronaldo. What he's done for the club in the past, he'll always be one of my favourite players. But right now he's just something's not right. Something's not ticking. You say he wants to leave, that's that's whatever. But when he's on the pitch, he's trying. You can see he's trying. I'm not saying he's not trying. Of course he is. He wants to score all the time. But I don't know what it is. He's the chance that you just expect him to score all the time, he's just not taking them. And there was it's actually quite sad to watch, at the moment, to see what's happening to him, because well, he's getting really frustrated today. He got in a tangle with Mings, in the second half. And I think that's just frustration. He wants to do well. He's obviously always been at the top. But I just think he needs a fresh start, and I think he just needs to go somewhere where he's going to be playing week in, week out. I know he's been playing the last couple of games, but with Martial back in the team now, I think he'll be playing. He might play midweek, but I don't think he'll play in the Premier League. And I think when we have Martial, Rashford, and Anthony all fit, I think that's the front three. And I don't think Ronaldo is going to play many games. So, I wonder now what's going to happen in the next transfer window. For me personally, I think we should get rid of him. I think just, he's done well for us, in the past, but this season it's just not gone well for him at all. So, yeah, for me, just, say thank you, go where you want to go. That's if someone comes in for him, that's the question, if someone comes in for him. But, he's just not the same player as he used to be. I'm not saying he'll still get goals, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if he's going to get goals on a regular basis. We need a number 9 that's going to go and get you 20, 25, 30 goals a season. And we probably don't even have that actually anyway, So Martial, we're not sure what he's going to do because he's not fit enough. So we still need to buy a striker, I still think we need to buy a striker, whatever, even if Martial's fit for the second half of the season. Because I just feel like he's not even, Martial, has not proved to be a 25, 30 goal, goal scorer, season in, season out. So yeah, we definitely need a striker, and hopefully we get that next transfer window. But yeah, that's the then two. There's a few things that went wrong today. Missing players, mistakes, and just really were a good team. They really are a decent team actually. I always thought, with Gerrard they should have been a lot better than they have been doing, because they actually got some really good players there. I think I always like Bailey's a good player, Watkins, McGinn, they've got a great keeper Martinez as well, and yeah, they've got some very good players. They definitely shouldn't be near the bottom 3 at all. I'm sure they're now with a new manager. Everybody's a great manager. I'm sure they'll climb out of the away from that bottom half, and they'll be probably mid-table, maybe even top half this season. And the thing is, I wasn't actually surprised about this result today. I did predict the Man Utd win actually before the game, but I did have that in back of my head. I was kind of thinking, this could be a very tricky game today, just because that manager's bounce. That first game back, first game for a new manager. The home crowd are up. All the players want to obviously play for him. They want to get in the team, impress him. And everyone's kind of on a fresh start, so you always get that. So I was thinking, this could be a tricky game, and we could lose this game today. But I had a feeling that we would get the win. Actually, I just thought, it might not be a great win, it might not be a great performance, but we would just manage to get over the line. And it wasn't to be, was it? It was one of those where we just, as I said, didn't start well, and then it was hard to get back into the game after that. But we have to move on now. I said it's gonna be this season. It's gonna be one of those seasons where we're gonna have some great games. Like the Tottenham, Liverpool, and Arsenal games, all great games. But they're also gonna have these really bad defeats. Brentford, like Man City, and then obviously today. I don't think today was as bad as Brentford and Man City. I think the second half we did come into it a little bit, and but not enough to get anything out of the game. I don't think we showed anything, but it was much better performance. But the game was lost probably in I wouldn't say the first half, but after the third goal, that was when it was probably lost. But yeah, it's what it is. It's the first season under the new manager, and it's going to be one of those seasons where it's going to be up and down. I still think we've got a chance for top 4, just because there's lots of teams fighting for it, so it's going to be probably even harder, because Newcastle are doing really well. They won again today. They're now in the top 3. So they've normally expected them to be top 4. That's another team now that are competing for that top 4. So yeah, it's going to be really hard, and we probably can't afford too many more defeats this season, really, because now with more teams fighting for that top 4, we can't really afford too many more drop points this season. So the second part of the season, we need to make sure we go on a run, start well after the World Cup, and and then continue and hopefully get that top four. I think next week's really important that we win now against Fulham. We need to make sure we're not too far off that top four. Because I think if we I think I'm not sure if I've seen the table actually since after today's games, but I think it's 4 or 5 points after today's games, and we need to make sure it's no more than that. I'm not sure who Newcastle got next week, but they're in great form, so I wouldn't be surprised if they won next week. So we need to make sure whatever the point is now, it's not any more than that. We have to go to Fulham and win, and hopefully, as I said, hopefully we have Martial, who looks like he's fit now, maybe get some minutes in midweek in the cup. Hopefully Anthony will be fit, and then I think Rashford will put him back on the left, and then I'll be pretty happy with that. Of course, Fernandes will be back as well. So it's not a disappointing result today, but we have to look forward to the next game, and hopefully he can bounce back next week, the last game before the World Cup. But anyway, I'm going to get off now. It's been a disappointing day here, but we have to move on and get onto the next game now. I'll be back in midweek. I'll do the Europa League reaction. See, we're going to get the draw tomorrow, that is. So I'll do a quick video after the draw, just give my thoughts on the team that we're going to face in the playoff round, and then I'll also do look forward to the Carabao Cup game against Aston Villa again. So I'll do that, and then also the post match reaction, and then I'll be back next week to do my predictions for the last weekend of the Premier League before the World Cup starts. Anyway, I hope you all have a great night. Give us a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.